I think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Defending Super Bowl champion, San Francisco 49ers.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
Start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stop behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. And Jennings will go in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt at 42. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. James. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to him. We'll step aside. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Purdy bootlegging it. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On the ground, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's James. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
180.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Purdy looking to throw. in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Purdy now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? He's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Purdy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Bentley. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. They start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Purdy off the play fake. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield. Oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Purdy. And Watson has it right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. A 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Get set.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Back to throw, Purdy. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. As the season kickoff game is underway, we are counting down the hours until Sunday, our first full slate of games to bring you all the scores and highlights. Until then, let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. You'd put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They run it with James. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Ball buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5. In motion left goes Jennings. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And the coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They go play action here. Purdy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
It's a loss of 5.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Purdy now to throw. Got a man and he hits it in stride. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Up the middle they go. It's James. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
31-yard line.
Outside.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
3rd down and 11.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Barkley inside handoff. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A chance for a 1st touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
180.
Smith, the man in motion left. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. So no gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's to the pylon, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, you take care of the ball on the way out.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
18. Watch out.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
They'll drop the throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And outbounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Required tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.